Thursday, February 4th. It is 1:35. We're here at Everglades National Park at Flamingo. We have the Seapearl loaded up. We're ready for a 6-day trip. North, 3 days on the outside, and south, 3 days on the inside, wilderness pathway. Come along on our adventure. Bye. Welcome back. This is day 3 of our tour of Everglades National Park. Day 1, we got off to a really late start leaving Flamingo, and our intended goal was to go to Northwest Cape. That's where we had reserved the campsite. We didn't make it to Northwest Cape. We made it to Middle Cape. We had east winds coming out of Flamingo at around 20 knots, which was fine because we were going east, and once we made the turn and started heading north, the waves weren't too bad, but we just didn't have enough time. We left too late. Made it to Middle Cape first night and spent the night there. Nice big beach, nobody around, didn't see anybody. Just a couple boats passing out into the Gulf. Yesterday there was a small craft advisory, and we were to continue heading north to Highland Beach, and we did that just fine. We were on a run the whole way. The wind was blowing out of the south at 20 knots with gusts even higher. We had 5 turns on the main and 4 turns on the mizzen, and we were still surfing down the face of 3-foot waves at over 8 knots. There was scheduled to be a pretty nasty thunderstorm last night. We considered going into Broad River, although we didn't have a reservation there. We didn't know how many people were going to be there. Of course, when we showed up on Highlands Beach, it was beautiful, sunny, the wind wasn't blowing that much, and we decided to camp there. In the middle of the night, Highlands Beach faces west, and from the west came a nasty thunderstorm. Lightning, rain really hard. The wind was, obviously it was already blowing at 20, so it must have been up to 30 or 40. Today we got up, and again the wind shifted to the west-northwest, and that's exactly the direction we were going. We were trying to make it all the way to Rabbit Key, south of Chokoloskee, but there was no way. We were just getting pounded, going straight into the wind and the waves, and we were even motoring. We didn't even try sailing. So we ended up here on Plover Key, which is not a national park campsite. So we're just kind of crashed out here because of the small craft advisory and the wind of the waves. We just couldn't make it. So the plan was to go up to Rabbit and then enter and come back in the Wilderness Waterway. But tomorrow we're just going to go up a little bit and we're going to cut in. Welcome back to day 4 on the sailing trip. We left our Renegade campsite this morning at Plover Key and headed north a little bit. We actually motored because once again we were straight into the wind and we didn't want to take all day. We headed up past, let's see, look at the map real quick, New Turkey Key and Mormon Key, and we headed into the Chatham River. We went all the way up the Chatham River to the Wilderness Waterway. We had a little bit extra time. We stopped at Watkins Place, and we also went all the way up to the Sweetwater Chickee. We had a nice lunch there, and we got back on the Wilderness Waterway, headed south. And tonight we're here at the Platte Creek Chickee, beautiful spot overlooking a nice bay, and we have great weather so far. A little bit windy, a little bit cool, but no bugs to speak of. Tomorrow we're going to head down the Wilderness Waterway. We're going to head back out to the Gulf, and our campsite for tomorrow is Graveyard Creek. So we'll see you there. Bye. Good morning. It is our 6th day, and we just stopped here on Little Shark River to have a quick breakfast. We left Graveyard Creek campsite about 2.5 miles back on the other side of Ponce de Leon Bay there. We wanted to get into Clearwater Bay to head towards Flamingo, but we didn't want to go all the way around the Shark River. So we're cutting through to buoy number 68 and then into the bay and back down. We have a south wind today, so hopefully we can put up the sails and do a little bit of sailing. We've been doing a lot of motoring for the last 4 days. So I've had a good time, lots of bugs, no-see-ums, especially at Gravewater Creek. So that's why we got out of there this morning, and we're having our breakfast here on the boat. Back at Flamingo. We made it back all the way to the vehicle. So we got the boat loaded up, all of our stuff put away. We have like 6 days of salt and wind and dirt and everything else that's blowing on us. So we found a shower here at the campsite that's right along the water. So we're going to go ahead and take a shower before our 3-hour drive back to Marco. We had a great time. Melinda fared pretty well. She didn't deal with sitting for so long, and the wind kind of took a battle with all the spraying. But we had a good time. The insects were not bad at all, except for Graveyard Creek. And we enjoyed it. We enjoyed the Everglades. Come down here and check it out. Look for our next trip. It's going to be this summer up to Canada, end of July. If you're interested, check the Yahoo group for Seapearl, and you can get some details there. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye. You got fresh lettuce on that sandwich? Mm-hmm. After 6 days? Mm-hmm. Fresh lettuce? Are you sure? Let me see. Show me a little bit of that fresh lettuce. Wow, that's straight from the store. How's it taste? Fresh. Best you ever had? No bugs to speak of, and there's a bird about ready to land on my head. Gotta watch out for those diving birds around here. Tomorrow, surprisingly not too many casualties throughout the trip. We did lose a gas cap on the outboard motor when we were refilling it, and at one point the mast either hit the top of a chickee or some of the mangroves and cut the sail all the way through. It's rolled up.